So last time, after returning to Sandmire Point with William the Fisherman in tow, the group took some time off to do some shopping, have some conversations, buy some potions, and then you were contacted by the captain of the Sandmire Guard to hunt down Ralavaz, the Nightblade, and his supposed reformed Nightblade bandits who had originally been taken out 10 years ago. You traveled to the Lonely Torch Watchtower. You bypassed the brambles outside. You infiltrated. You had a brief conversation with a gargoyle. And you fought a bunch of bandits and knocked a bunch of them out. And now you stand, if things work the way they're supposed to, there we go, in the lower part of the Lonely Torch Watchtower, where we left off, excuse me.
Oh, there we are.
Everyone good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you're free to do as you please.
My character takes one step.
Okay, so
and just has a sudden
right
realization
now-
we missed Christmas.
I
right
completely
now
missed what Alex said,
we're
but that's fine.
It was a joke.
so our two options are to either try to get through the locked stone door, which we have keys for, or to go through that tunnel.
Yes.
Does anyone have a preference?
I kind of feel like the stone door's there for a reason. I feel like we shouldn't really mess with something that's behind a stone door.
I also prefer the
That is a good point. However, I also don't necessarily want to deal with whatever dug that hole into the wall.
The way I see
Jihan
it,
just puts his hands on his hips and he's just like, I didn't even think about that.
I personally believe we should go through the door, deal with what's on the other side, then go down the tunnel.
Yep, the way I see it, it's 6 one way, half a dozen another. We just got to pick and deal with the consequences.
Also, our friend here was trying to go towards that door when we knocked him out. So clearly,
Which means we might have allies through that door.
yes.
as the rest of the party kind of agrees on going to the stone door, and Nyack is unable to get his words in, he just kind of sighs with defeat.
Okay, so you guys gonna go through the stone door?
Did you have something you needed to say?
Sorry, what?
I turned to Nyack. Did you have something you needed to say?
I was just thinking, it's not important. We should probably just keep moving.
No, what would you like to say?
Everyone's words are important. We are a team.
Sorry, I just... The tunnel's already open. The door's still shut. If whatever's in the tunnel is hostile, it could creep up behind us if we don't check it out first. That was just my thoughts on that.
That is also a good point. I think there are pros and cons to both.
Hmm. You know, I'm with Allium. I think we should just go with the door.
How about we shut it behind us once we go through?
That might work, yeah.
Is that the decision? You're going for the door?
I'm good with going for the door.
Whee!
Okay. So you guys head over to the stone door. It is still locked, but you did find some keys.
What else did he have on him?
Not much. These guys weren't carrying much beyond their weapons, armor. The one guy had some keys, and they have like probably in total about 12 copper pieces.
Whatever
Shit,
pocket
this man really
change.
lived a wretched life.
Well, the boss just takes everything.
That just makes it sadder.
The boss is literally just a mob boss. He pays them allowance, and then they can go get things that they're allowed to get.
Nothing too nice. Can't have anything better than the boss.
So yeah, if you try the key in the lock, it slides in easily and turns, and you can hear like a thunk as the lock unlocks.
Badass. Okay. I will open the door.
All right. So there's no handle or anything besides the lock. It's a pull ring, which you pull, obviously, and the door opens toward you. It's pretty heavy, being made of stone, but the hinges seem well cared for, so it opens fairly easily. And it opens to a short hallway with a set of stairs descending into a room.
Ooh.
We all proceed as before with you two.
So you can see about halfway into that room. Hold on. Wait. You see a couple of the bandits down there. They seem to just kind of be hanging out.
Is there light down there in that room?
There is light down there, yes. It looks like there
Okay.
might be a
Can I
lantern.
try and shoot one of them?
Say that again?
Can I try and shoot one of them?
Yeah,
I
sure.
imagine from
That'll
this-
start combat, but you can definitely do it.
I turn to the group and kind of look at them like, should I do it?
Do you think they have some other way to escape except through us?
No idea.
Are we sneak attacking or are we trying to close the door and go through the tunnel?
Oh shit, we should probably close the door. Wait. We are going in, right?
If
I'm
you-
sorry, my brain's going like all the cogs
That
in my head are
is the question. Are we entering the room or are we entering the tunnel?
I'm entering.
One of us could try
Okay.
and
Well, if
stick
he
the
starts to
shadows
enter the
from-
room, I'm gonna shoot
Okay.
because I want to get the jump on these guys.
Then you can roll attack.
Okay.
One of us could try and sneak in.
Oh, why are
see
you doing that?
What else is in the room first?
Too late.
Okay.
Aliens made the shot.
Oh,
Bane of the
shit.
soft-spoken owl man. Courage.
That's a miss. So Alien's
Yeah.
arrow sails down the stairs and clatters off the floor at one bandit's feet, alerting everyone in the room as they all look up.
Question: did she have disadvantage for some reason?
No.
No.
Did she not have advantage for taking a sneak attack then?
You're right. She would
Oh.
have. That would be advantage for sneak attack. Roll again.
That was worse.
That was worse.
Ah,
So, same result.
I guess I didn't have to pipe up and act like an ass.
Everybody roll initiative.
Yay! Where's my initiative? There it is.
It's decent.
Oh, now I get a natural 20? Megan.
Oh, Hell yes.
Right. Well, Allium's gonna go first.
Yeah.
Push to talk, Megan.
I'm so sorry, guys. Say that one more time. Y'all cut out.
You go first.
Perfect. I'm gonna try and shoot the same guy again, and hopefully this time not fucking fail.
Which one are you aiming for?
I figured I'd aim for the. What color is he?
You can just double click on him and he'll flash.
Oh, right. This
Okay.
one.
Yep.
Because he's just in my line of sight. I don't think the other one would necessarily be as in line of sight.
No, that makes sense. Yep.
You can curve the arrow.
Ooh,
Bend the bullet. That's a hit.
Do a
Perfect.
corkscrew.
7 damage. And I don't think I get sneak attack, so
No,
that would be my turn. Unless I want to move in. Hang on. Let me see how far away these things are. Yeah, I'm gonna move into the bottom of the stairs. I'm gonna move my token. Hang on. I'm gonna move into here.
All right, that will reveal the rest of the room. You can see 2 more bandits and a figure perched on a broken stone throne wearing a golden mask, which is a featureless mask with just eye holes. He kind of turns and looks at the stairs as you guys are descending, firing arrows, and he draws a sword from his belt. It's this glittering silver blade with a streak of black metal up the center of the blade and along the tang. And he just kind of points it at Allium.
Well, fuck.
That man is very terrifying.
Is that the end of your turn?
I'll say, guys, you might want to get down here pretty quick.
Jahan, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up next to Allium, and I want to hit the guy. I want to hit this guy right. Shit. Yeah, that guy right there with ice knife.
All right.
Uh, 16. All right. And
I love that I can see the numbers this week.
it explodes, and he has to make a dexterity throw.
A dexterity save, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
What's the
Dexterity
DC?
save. DC is. Oh shit! I lost it. Where is it? No, easy. It's just my dexterity, right? I'm not being stupid.
I don't know. I don't know what your spells do.
So ice knife has a 2-hit component to hit with the piercing part of the ice knife, and then afterwards it explodes, and those who are caught in the explosion need to make a dex save versus cold damage.
Yeah, unhit target, blah, 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 blah. Okay, target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed at a dex save.
Yeah,
And so what is your spell save DC?
it'd be a 13 or 14.
14, okay. Nobody's within 5 feet of him, so it's just him, and he failed.
And the shit, where is it? The 6. 5.
I don't think you rolled the initial damage.
Oh, did I not? Shit, I thought I did. Sorry. D1, D10 as well. 5 and 7. B.
He's dead.
13. Oh,
So that guy drops.
just exploded.
Well, he got an icy knife in his heart that then exploded, so he's got like this big kind of frosted over hole in his chest.
At least he died peacefully.
It actually explodes for 2d6, which means it's even worse.
Well, regardless, he's dead.
I don't want to be overkill. I already feel bad.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. The figure with the mask. Let's see. What is he gonna do?
Surrender.
Excuse me.
If this man shoots a beam from his sword like Link, I'm gonna be very afraid.
So, while pointing his sword at Allium,
I'm gonna.
the blade glows black. Guess we'll just go default. Yeah, that works. Creating a sphere of darkness right at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh shit!
Nobody,
Bro, you
none
said
of you can
fear
see.
of darkness at the bottom of the stairs, and my computer went black.
If you die in the game, you die for real. So there is now a sphere of darkness at the bottom of the stairs that you guys cannot see through, and Allium and Jahan are completely blinded while within it. And that's actually going to be all he does. Nyack.
So Nyack just sees the darkness emerge before first he's gonna like get up to this corner, ready himself. He peeks the corner. Everything's black down there. He's gonna
So from your point of view, like everything was fine, and then all of a sudden, just like this black wall just snapped into place, and now you can't see anything.
I know what I want Nyack to do, but I think Nyack should understand what he's working with before he tries and do it himself. Can he roll an Arcana to try and understand how the darkness spell works?
Sure.
Great. I think with an 18, that just about covers it.
Well, I mean, you are a barbarian. You know what a darkness spell is. You don't know the exact ins and outs of how one works, but you've definitely seen a darkness spell before and know what it is.
Well, that's basically all he needs to know. So I want him to try come to like the edge of the darkness and try to reach out and fish Allium out of there if he can with like his hand. Like he is blindly just trying to find him, and he's just going to say, Allium, you in there?
Make a dexterity check.
Dex check?
Yeah, see if you can grab this flying 2-foot fairy in the darkness.
6.
Yeah, you just can't seem to find her. We're gonna call that your move action.
That's fine. He's just going to stand there, clutch at his hammer, and just call back into the darkness again and say, I'll come there soon, but if you can hear me, get behind us. And that'll be his turn.
All right, Hale.
What was that?
It's your turn.
All right. Some black shit happening. Can't see through it.
Did I lose y'all, or is just no one talking right now?
No one's talking. We're waiting for Hale to make his action.
Gotcha. Just making sure, because my Wi-Fi might be a little weird tonight. So I just want to make sure I'm still have y'all.
We're still
Hale
here.
is processing.
Yeah. Last time Hale saw Allium in this corner, so he's going to just barrel through and a double move.
All right, so Hale charges through the darkness and stumbles out the other side.
There is this moment where Nyack hesitates to try and stop Hale, but he misses the opportunity.
He'll just give you a thumbs up as he passes by. I don't know if a double move takes up my full action and leaves me with no bonus action.
The double move takes up your action, so your bonus action is still available. That is
Awesome.
at least unless the DM says otherwise.
Yep.
All right then. I'm going to. I'll see. There's a dude with the gold mask and the sword. Hale will Hunter's Mark. That one.
Okay.
And yeah, there's no save or anything. They're just marked.
That's the end of your action?
Yep.
Okay. There you go. Now he's marked.
Sweet.
Alright, now it's the regular bandits' turns. And since Hale's the only one they can see. Two of them are going to take swipes at you with short swords.
Oh my god.
That's a miss. And that is also a miss. They suck.
Alright.
The other one is kind of readying his sword with one eye on the darkness.
Did magic missile the darkness?
He kind of looks like he's preparing to hit the next person who comes through. Allium, you are in complete and utter blackness. Push to talk, Megan.
Hearing what Nyack is saying, I would take a step back up the stairs so that I could see him.
All right, so yeah, you back up until you're out of
And
the darkness.
yeah. And then I'll say, I think we need to get through it so that we can get to the other side. We've got to start killing these guys.
Yeah.
And if we can get to that master guy, the circle will go away.
Yeah, I agree. My plans are changed because Hale went in. But
I think I'm going to head through and try and help. Oh, shit. Hale,
Yeah.
and I'll meet you on the other side.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to go back. So that was 10 feet to get out, 10 feet to get back. So I've got,
It was
maybe I
10
wait
to
my
get
next
out. You've
turn.
moved 5 so far to go back.
Okay, 10 to get out, 5 to go back, and then I'd have to get through. I wouldn't quite get out of it.
Your speed is 30, right?
Yeah.
You can
So I
take
moved
an action a dash.
10 to get here.
Yeah, so you could dash to... Did I ever explain my dash sprint rules to you guys?
Oh,
I
right.
believe
I do
it's
have that.
all 3 and you get 4 times move or something.
No, okay, so dashing, you use your bonus action, you get an extra 10 feet. Sprinting is the double move, twice your movement speed.
Gotcha. Okay, so I can only dash an extra 10 feet.
Yes.
Okay, so then, but that gives me enough movement. So I'm going to move through the darkness and dash. Can I, based on hearing the combat in the room of them trying to hit him, can I gauge by roughly sound that there would be a guy, the guy that I originally hit would be sort of like directly in front of where I was? Like, could I judge based on
Make
the sound of
a
combat
perception check.
where people perception? $15.
Yeah, you think you have like a vague knowledge of where they are.
Okay, so then I'd like to head directly to this guy in front of me
Okay.
and just kind of like with my rapier stab through him as I
Okay,
come
you
out
absolutely have disadvantage
of the
because you're in the
darkness.
darkness.
Okay.
You are blind.
Well, can I guess I can't occupy his space.
No.
Could I get here?
You can fly there, yeah.
Okay. Then I would kind of like, as
So-
I fly out of the darkness, I'd like stab into him.
Okay, as soon as you fly out of the darkness, the bandit standing there who had his action readied is going to take a swipe at you.
Damn, that's right. I fucking forgot about
And
that.
he's going to hit.
Shit. Okay. Yep.
And he's going to do 6 damage.
Okay. Let me do that really fast so I don't forget. Okay.
And then you can make your attack.
I'm gonna still attack the guy that I originally attacked,
Okay.
but I'm gonna use my rapier. $17,
That's a hit.
and so that's 7. But I get sneak attack because he's within 5 feet of an end
Are
of
you
a
doing lethal?
yeah.
He's dead.
Oh yeah. Oh, damn. Okay, that's fine.
What is happening? Why can't I click on things?
Yay!
Oh, because I'm on ruler, that's why. So he drops. Boom. Anything else?
No, I think that's my turn.
All right, Jahan.
So I have a question. Can I feel the walls? Like, even
Yeah.
though it's dark in here, can I
You're
feel
right
the
next to it.
walls?
You can reach out and touch the wall. It's right there.
Okay, so I'm gonna use the wall as my guide to just walk along it, like just with my hand on it, just walk along it until I'm out of the darkness, going like, forward. Like,
Okay, well, excuse me. You take like 1 or 2 steps forward and you feel the wall turn.
all right, and I turn with it. That's 5 feet. Yeah, I just want to go right to the corner as far as I can.
Okay, move where you're gonna move.
Great.
Okay.
And now I want to try and cast sleep on the boss.
Go for it.
All right, so cast that. 5d8.
He has to make a
All right,
save.
creatures are affected. What'd you say?
He has to make like a save, right?
Sleep does not make a
It's
save.
just
It just has
they're
to.
affected within the 20 feet radius, within their ascending hit points. So if that didn't meet the threshold, then he doesn't fall asleep. From how I understand the spell.
Yeah, whatever hit points sleep rolls, it starts doing quote unquote damage to the lowest health creature and going all the way to the highest. And when the damage is not enough to put someone to 0, then that person is not affected by sleep, and the spell ends there.
And what's the
And then they
radius
just
on
fall
it?
asleep.
Is it just the
It's
boss?
Yeah, it's 20 feet around the boss, but that doesn't hit anybody else.
Okay. He is unaffected.
He just
He just kind of he kind of tilts his head, his masked face kind of looks at you like you get the feeling like if you could see his face, he'd be smirking.
that's the only thing that Jahan expresses. It's just an angry grunt.
Yeah. Anything else?
Now that's it.
All right. Then the masked figure will slowly walk down the stairs and make his way toward the fight. Very nonchalant, very casual, like this is beneath him. He has, this is nothing. It just doesn't matter. Let's see, that was... He's actually going to double move. Until he's basically face to face with Jahan. And he's going to like lift and point his sword at you. And with his free hand, he kind of does a little beckon of like, come on. And that'll be his turn. Nyack.
All right. Should I have Nyack roll perception to see if he has some noises that he can follow to try and find a target? So I'm not metagaming.
Yeah, you can do that.
All right. What does my 11 get me?
You definitely hear fighting on the other side of that darkness.
Any directions that I can go off of?
I mean, with an 11, you hear that there's fighting and it's like straight ahead of you. Who's who and where they are, you have no idea.
All right, so I guess in that case, Nyack's gonna just make it to the edge of the darkness here, going straight forward. Can he peek from there, or does he have to move forward more?
You got to move forward one more to get out of the darkness before you can see anything.
All right, then he's gonna commit to the dash action.
Okay.
And step out and see what's going on around him.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you still have 5
Rec-
feet of movement you can make, and still have an attack action.
Wait, you were talking about the dash action being a bonus action in this game?
Yeah, my homebrew rules are dash uses up your bonus action, gives you 10 more feet. Sprinting is a double move.
Oh, okay. So you change dash to sprinting, and then you make dash something else.
Sure.
Sorry.
That's just
Sorry,
how
I'm
I've
just
always
trying to
run it,
frame in
because
my
it's
head.
what makes sense to me in my brain.
Okay, I'm really sorry. I just got to get used to everything.
I know. I thought I explained that in session 0, but I'm sorry if I didn't.
It's been a while. Can Nyack stand
That's true.
here?
It's been over a month.
Can Nyack stand here?
Yep, you are precariously balanced on the edge of an empty well.
Well, I am hoping to rectify that problem with a swift bonk to the head, since I have an action to use. Does a 17 hit this guy?
That is a hit.
Okay. For 13 non-lethal attack.
He drops.
Sorry?
He drops. He's unconscious. He's down. On the floor.
So yeah, Nyack just runs as fast as he can out of the darkness, takes a quick look around, notices Allium's being engaged, so he just takes a quick step and home run hits this guy upside the head.
All right.
And that's his turn.
Hail.
I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me.
All right.
So I'll also be for non-lethal. Let me go back down to my here for my attacks. Wow.
That's a miss.
Yeah. Sad. All right.
All right. Well, he's gonna swing right back at you.
All right.
He's also gonna miss. Terrible dice rolls today.
Yes.
I guess we'll go straight to Allium.
All right, I'm going to. I think Hale's got the guy in front of him, so I'm going to shoot at the masked guy.
Okay.
Well,
Holy
hang on. Do I want to shoot or do I want to? Yeah, sure. We'll shoot. Rolling. Ooh, 26.
It's a hit.
All right, my damage. Ooh, not great. 7. And then is he? That's within 5 feet, right?
He is. Yes. No. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. 7 plus 5 damage. 12 damage total.
Okie dokie. So your arrow strikes him in the back of the shoulder, and he kind of flinches a little bit forward from it, but it doesn't look like it really hurt him all that much.
Awesome.
Did that record? Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Jahan.
Yeah, I'll throw a firebolt at him.
Okay.
So there it is. Does an 11 hit him?
It does not. So you throw your fireball, and he kind of smacks it away with his sword.
How do you smack away a fireball?
You hear a chuckle from behind his mask. Would you like to do anything else?
Oh God, I can't. Shoot, can I disengage and run away?
You're not adjacent to him right now. There's still 5 feet of space between you.
Oh shoot, you were right. Yeah, I'm gonna just gonna run away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Is that the end of your
Jahan is
turn?
crying. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. Is him just running away.
Okay. He whistles from beneath his mask, and you hear a loud buzzing. And an especially large sturge zips in from the corner of the room
Oh, I'm dead.
and attempts to plant its large proboscis into Jahan. And succeeds. And it will begin to drink, doing 5 damage as you feel your lifeblood being pulled from your body. And the masked man will turn casually, take a few steps, and thrust. The sword will pierce, doing another 7 damage. And it is Nyak's turn.
Oh God.
So chronologically speaking, I'm going to base this off of the idea that this happens quite recently. Is it possible that Nyack just has a chance to like peek down the well and see with his 20 feet of dark vision if there's anything important down there?
Yeah, you can glance down the well. It's darkness as far down as you can see.
Okay, so it goes further than 120 feet, or he can't see the end.
Yeah, from what you can, like, this looks like it used to be a well, so you could assume it goes pretty deep.
Okay, cool. At that moment, he'd look up, catch the Sturge, and Jahan gets struck with a sword. He needs to make a quick decision.
Stabbed more accurately.
Yeah, stabbed, right. Apologies. What kind of action is it to push someone?
It's an action move.
Sorry?
It's an action. It would be like an attack action.
Uh, is it possible for... Would I use a weapon with this, or would I use athletics?
Hold on 1 second. So you can basically like bull rush the guy, which is a charge with a unarmed attack, and that will, if it succeeds, you can shove him 5 feet.
Okay. So I would be using an unarmed attack.
Yeah, you're basically like shoulder rushing the guy.
Am I proficient with an unarmed attack? I'm pretty sure everybody is. It's not an improvised
Yeah,
weapon,
it's just like
right?
it's a basic attack with like no proficiencies or anything, I think. Something like
All right,
that.
the main reason I asked this is because if it's considered an attack, I should be able to reckless attack with it, right?
Sure.
The re
I can absolutely see a reckless bull rush across the room.
Yeah, this is totally something Nyack would do. He just noticed that Jahan's getting ganged up on, and it looks really bad, and he's just going to, in a very instinctual decision, he's just going to ram at the guy with the mask and try and bull rush him with the reckless attack.
All right, so you move
Oh,
up.
I have unarmed strike here.
Yep, so
Okay,
you
that
move up
works.
adjacent to him and make an unarmed strike.
Uh, I don't know how to roll advantage of this sheet. I'm just going to roll twice.
That's fine.
Does a 22 hit him?
That absolutely hits him.
I want to push him up against the wall and then take his space.
Okay. So go ahead and move your token. He's going to move up against the wall there.
And that'll be all Nyack has. That's his turn.
It's an unarmed strike, so you get to roll damage for an unarmed strike.
Oh, okay. Sure. In that case, it doesn't roll. It's 1 plus strength, so 5.
Okay. So you hear him grunt as you shove him back against the wall. It sounds like it's more of a grunt of surprise than pain. Like he didn't expect that. And that makes it Hale's turn.
Try this again. Ten.
That's a miss.
Thunderspark bombing did. Okay, yeah, it doesn't do anything for my attacks. All right, that's it.
All right. Well, you and the bandit are just gonna keep trading blows. Sorry, trading misses.
Yeah, it's all very flashy.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, yeah, swords flash. It's very impressive to see, but like nothing's happening. Allium, it's
Truly
your
an
turn.
honorable opponent. My greatest challenge yet.
I mean, to somebody who doesn't
Awesome.
know any better, you two look like the greatest swordsmen in the world. Just cling, 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 cling.
In my head, they're playing patty cake.
Sure. Allium, it's your turn.
Perfect. Okay. Is there a way that I can read this guy and see, I don't know, anything about him? His strength, his ability. If basically I'm trying to figure out if we're in over our freaking heads.
I mean, you can make an insight check and like kind of watch his body language.
All right, well, let's try it.
We'll call this a bonus action.
Okay. Ooh, okay, 22.
So you're definitely hurting him. Like you're not obviously grievously wounding him, but like what you're doing is hurting. He's breathing a little heavier. You can see there's blood welling from the wounds he's taken. So it's not like you're hitting a brick wall and nothing's happening.
Okay. Then seeing Nyack rush him, I'm gonna rush over to try and give Jahan a way to get out of there before he can heal a little bit. And I'm going to attack with my rapier.
All right.
$26.
That's a hit.
Right, and then sneak attack because he's within 5 feet. Another 12 damage.
Alrighty. So yeah, you poke your rapier into him, and more blood flows, and he kind of winces and grunts, and he's starting to look like it's starting to build up. It looks like he's hurting.
Perfect. And then because I've used my bonus action and I can't disengage without him getting, I can't move without him getting a hit, I'm going to stay there. So that's my turn.
All right, Jahan, you have a large scourge latched onto you.
Would like to equip my dagger and stab it.
Go for it.
All right, let me equip it really quick. Let me- One d4 plus one. Not just being stupid, just roll a d20 to hit, right?
Well, yeah,
Sorry, I'm
plus
like
whatever you get
I'm
for the
getting.
dagger. I mean, I think it's
what is higher, your strength or dex?
My dex, I believe. Yeah, my dex.
yeah, your
What's
dex.
your
Definitely.
dex mod?
You have a +3 on your dagger attack.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, okay.
So it's
So
50.
that'd be a 1d4 plus.
No, for the attack
So plus
roll, you
3
would
on the
have a
hit.
+3, so that's a hit. Yes, that would be a 15 you
Yeah.
rolled.
Okay, yeah.
So
Sorry.
that is a hit.
The damage,
All
I think
right,
it's
and it's just 1d4 plus 1. So, would a 4 kill it?
That's a good question. Hang on. No, 4 does not kill it. You stabbed it.
Damn.
It hurt, but it's still there.
Would it be fair to say that it's too close to shoot it with a firebolt?
Well, it is literally attached to you.
So, not a good idea. Got it.
Probably not.
Yeah. Anything? Oh shit, I have nothing for healing. Well, that's the end of my turn then.
All right. Well, that Sturge is gonna slurp on you like a juice box. It's gonna do 4 damage.
4 damage? Okay.
And the masked bandit leader is going to take a swipe at Nyack, because he is obviously the larger threat in front of him.
He has advantage.
Okay. Well, then that's definitely going to hit then. He is going to do 8 damage.
Okay.
And it's Nyack's turn.
Oh. Yeah, after taking that hit, he's just going to notice that Jahan is struggling and get a little bit sidetracked. He is
So
going
you will
to
take an attack of opportunity for moving away from the masked bandit while in combat.
I didn't leave his reach though.
Yeah, but you're turning your attention away from him.
Okay.
You are actively engaged in combat with this guy. If you turn your attention away from him, he's gonna strike at you.
Yeah, Nyack is going to go for that. He should not have advantage on this attack.
No, he doesn't have advantage on this attack, but he's gonna take a swipe. And he's gonna hit.
Okay.
He's gonna do 4 damage.
Right. After taking that swing on the back, Nyack's just going to screech with a little bit of panic and go for a mighty swing on the Sturge and reckless attack again, but with the Warhammer.
All right.
Might need that advantage. 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
12 damage, and I'm not trying to knock it unconscious.
Bug goes splat. So yeah, you knock it right off Jahan onto the floor, and it just kind of splats into this big blood stain.
After doing that, Nyack's just going to turn around, look at this man that attacked him with his back turned, and his feathers just rustle on end. He's going to rage before his turn ends.
Okay.
Nyack said, "You are without honor."
Hail. I believe in you. You can do it this time.
Hale's actually debating on like just letting this guy get a free hit and like healing like Jahan. How bad are you?
Jahan currently has 2 hit points left. But he is no longer in critical... Like, he's not being attacked right now.
Alright. You're right. I am going to, just... You know what? Yeah. Alright, yeah. Let's do this. Come on. Hey, 12.
That's a hit.
Oh my god. And that is, hold on, get die 6 also. So that is 10, and then that's 16 altogether.
Lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. All right, you drop him.
All right. Bonus action. Hunter's Mark moving to Mask Boy.
All right.
And I will.
Anything else?
That's it. That's all I can. In Mask Guy's head. I should probably give up.
Allium, it's your turn.
I'm gonna stab this motherfucker. Or I'm gonna try to.
No
Ooh,
prison.
he made me unpack. 11.
No, that's a miss.
Yeah, no, I figured that. Uh,
Anything else?
no, I don't think so. I don't think I could be any help healing, so I think I'm just
John.
gonna wait here and see how it happens.
Tried and true firebolt.
That's a hit.
7. And that's the end of my turn.
Right, the firebolt connects, and his cloak catches fire, and you can hear he lets out kind of like a little not quite a scream, but a little like ah behind his mask, and he flails, slapping at the fire. And he is going to disengage and run. Disappear into the darkness.
Has he been rolling concentration checks for that?
To disengage? No.
No, for the darkness.
Oh, no. No. He doesn't need to.
Okay. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, he didn't cast the spell, so. Yeah, that'll be the end of his turn. So, Nyack, it's your turn. All mad and such.
Yeah, Nyack is fixated on where he ran off to.
Which is into the pitch black dark globe.
I do want to ask, I can draw a weapon as part of an attack action, right?
Yeah, I play fast and loose with the drawing weapons and stuff. You can swap weapons on the fly. It doesn't matter.
All right, then I'm not going to bother with the logistics of this one. He is going to drop his warhammer to the ground, and as he picks up chase, 2 hand axes just get drawn out of his hands, and he dashes into the darkness. And the idea is he just keeps going until he literally runs into him.
Sure.
And as soon as he knows he's there, reckless attack twice.
Okay. Well, you're at disadvantage for both of them.
Reckless attack will bring that to a normal attack.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Okay.
Damn.
So that's the first X. It's going to do 11 plus 2 rage bonus, 13 damage.
Okay.
And he's not dead?
Nope.
Then the second axe is coming. Does a 12 hit?
No.
All right, he narrowly avoided that one.
So you feel
that's his
one.
turn.
You feel one connect hard, and you hear him. Arr! You feel a splash of warm blood hit you in the face. Hail.
Cure light wounds on, or just cure wounds on Jahan. look at that again. I think it's the die 8 plus my wisdom modifier, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, you add your wisdom modifier.
That's right. Get 10 hit points back, John.
Why the hell?
How did that pop up?
Yeah, I don't know why that popped up. I was trying to click to heal.
Well, now we all know about the dagger.
That's a weird
His
way to
dagger was
heal.
his father's dagger.
Very special dagger.
Yes.
Anything else?
And yeah, this guy likes to walk around all casually, so Hale's gonna casually walk into the darkness.
Okay. You casually walk into utter blackness and can't
Oh,
see anything.
he's tracking him because I have bonuses to like tracking now.
You
I
also have
advanced.
Hunter's Mark on him.
That's what I meant.
Does Hunter's Mark let you see him without seeing him?
No, it just gives me advantage on wisdom perception or survival checks to track somebody.
Okay, so you're still completely blind in the darkness.
Yeah. But I'm listening for him specifically.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Allium.
I'm going to I'm going to do the same thing and try and find my friends and find him. Do I have to roll
They went
anything
in the
to see how
darkness.
I
If you want to, you can roll a perception to try and see them.
listen for him?
Yeah, listen for them in the darkness, but you know they're
Okay.
in there.
Yeah, I should have
It's
done
only a
that too.
15-foot sphere, so there's not a lot of places they could be.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, they're in there.
Well, I mean, like, how accurate can
Somewhere
I
near
get?
the base of the stairs. That's all you really know.
Okay. And I'll get here and feel feathers and be like, okay, I know who this is.
Feathers and anger.
Yeah. Feathers and rage.
That's
All right, and
that's
you
the
said
title of his
dash is
autobiography.
you said dash is a bonus action.
Yes, dash is a bonus action, gets you an extra 10 feet.
There we go.
Jahan.
I'm no good in a melee fight, and if I'm blind, I'm kind of useless. Oh God. Uh, you know, can I? I'm just gonna go take a breather on the throne for a little bit, and just if anyone screams for help, then I'll run in to help.
Okay.
He's gonna sit on his throne out of spite,
Sure.
and that's the end of my turn.
All right. He's going to disengage and run. Not getting very far, but he'll do a dash, and that's about as far as he can get. Nyack.
Nyack's going to basically follow him out of the darkness. Also bonus action to dash. And then try to plant his hand axe in his back with another reckless attack.
Go for it.
20 to hit.
That's a hit.
11 damage.
Okay, you slam your axe into him, and he stumbles, and he's bleeding profusely, but he is still on his feet.
How much blood does this man have?
Enough.
He's looking real bad. Like he's limping a little bit now. He's clutching one shoulder. Is bleeding profusely down his back and arm, breathing heavy.
Oh God.
Mercy died with the Sturge. That's my turn.
Hail.
And then the bonus action to pop up there.
Okay.
All right. See, he just made an enemy out of all of us. We probably would have knocked him out. But no, he had to pick on Jahan. So. Wow.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
He still has enough strength to raise his sword in defense.
Stop channeling your inner clone trooper.
I can't remember. Do you do the flanking thing?
Oh yeah, yeah. You get advantage because you're
Oh, yeah.
flanking.
Sweet. There we go. 18.
That's a hit.
There's 10 and
Lethal or non-lethal?
non-lethal.
All right, you dropped him. Boom. Battle over. I think we lost our music.
Does the sphere drop when he drops?
No, it persists.
That's annoying. I'm gonna. Oh, sorry.
So we're out of combat now. It persists for 10 minutes and then it'll go away.
Gotcha.
So I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna come in here.
remove it, assuming the 10 minutes is going to pass while you guys do whatever it is you're doing now.
I want to check the room.
Okay.
I want to see
Or, like,
what sword that guy had.
hidden passages or levers or words, writing, something.
So, Nyak's just going to be lording over the body for a bit after he falls down, and
Okay, sorry.
I'm going to say in his rage, he just decides that he's dead and kind of just slumps down to his knees and loses grips of his hand axes and just starts panting.
You good?
Are you okay, Jahan?
I've been better. I know now I have a fear of bugs.
So, Allie, what were you looking for?
Any, like, hidden doors or levers or buttons, any writing, anything that would tell me, one, what this room might have been for, two, what they might have been using it for, and if there were any, like, secrets.
Okay, you can make a perception check, but you already know that this entire place used to be a watchtower.
Right. Okay, yes. So then just, like, I guess what they're using, like, if they're hiding anything in the room or...
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, 12.
You find a small leather pouch stashed behind the throne that has 10 gold in it.
Hey, that's not useless.
You also may or may not find Nyak's Warhammer lying where you're currently standing.
Seeing his Warhammer, I would pick it up to, like, bring it to him.
So yeah, you guys are greeted by the sight of a tiny fairy flying, dragging this enormous warhammer along the ground.
I would say Nyak's just catching his breath right next to the, now he is realizing, unconscious body of the guy, which he is slowly coming to appreciate, but he hears the dragging of metal, catches Allium carrying the warhammer, and he just closes the distance and picks it up and says, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You okay?
Yeah, I thought for sure I had killed him. Probably a good thing I wasn't the one to finish him off.
Well, he's not dead. Dale knocked him out.
No, He's just lying there bleeding.
To be fair, if you had killed him, it would have been well deserved. He was kind of an asshole.
That's kind of what I was thinking at the time. He did a lot to Jahan, and I kind of snapped.
Yeah, so he was rather. He was being a bit of a dick. And he specifically went after Jahan.
Maybe he didn't like magic. And he'd be a hypocrite. Fucking. I don't like this guy. Never mind. I don't like this guy at all. I was gonna try and defend him. I was gonna try and say something about circumstances, and no one's made a criminal, but you know what? I think this guy was.
Does anyone mind if Nyak's just going to start reaching for the mask he's wearing?
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, go. Yeah, fuck him.
Yep.
Time to bust this creep. He removes the mask.
Old man Wilkins.
I was waiting for it. I knew somebody was gonna do it. So the mask it has like a single strap around the back of the guy's head. You take it off, and you realize immediately as you pull it off that this mask is not made of gold as it appears. It is actually made of probably like cheap iron. It's it's definitely metal, but it's cheap, and it's just been
Brass.
painted. You pull
Or
it off, and
painted
you
iron.
find that his face is covered, almost like 70% of it is covered in burn scars that just wrap around the back of his head.
That checks out with the barn fire that we were told about.
Yeah.
He's been through a lot, but he definitely got what he asked for, messing with other people. Now we just, us and the guard captain need to put him to justice.
Agreed. I hope our wagon's big enough for all of these people.
Given how many of you guys left alive, it's gonna be tricky.
How long did it take us to get here?
A few hours.
Who's the strongest person in the team?
Max got an 18.
Oh, Naya.
Nyack and Hale are both equal. So
Did we bring a
How many-
mule?
How many bodies could you both carry? Maybe we can't bring all of them to justice, but maybe this guy and I don't know, like two other guys, at least.
I mean, you could fit a bunch of them in the wagon.
Take a painting from each of the bodies.
we did bring a wagon, so we can fit quite a few of them in the wagon.
Yeah, I mean, I assume you guys aren't concerned with their comfort, so
Oh no.
you
Stack
can
these
jam most
motherfuckers
of
up
them
there.
into the wagon.
We'll stack them up like firewood.
Yeah, they are unconscious, so
Yeah, if we bring them all back before they come to... Oh dear. Maybe we should make sure he doesn't bleed out. In character, out of character, he's probably not bleeding out because he was knocked unconscious.
Before we leave though, I want y'all's help kind of looking around this room. With the type of people that they were, I feel like they were probably hiding something in here. I'm wondering if there's like a secret chamber compartment or something somewhere.
If nobody else wants to, while you're poking around, I could just take a quick look in the cave. Could give me a chance.
I think that's definitely something else that we need to do is figure out what's down that way.
Yeah.
I could just take a quick peek unless you want me to wait on that.
As long as you do it safely. I mean, we're here if you get into some trouble.
I think I've got it all out of me. I'll be quiet as a mouse. Says as he just rolls stealth and starts creeping.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
19 stealth and he's heading in.
Okie dokie.
I'll turn to Hale and Jahan. Do either one of you mind helping me in the other room?
Not at all.
Basically, I'm just like
Ooh.
looking for hopefully maybe advantage or something.
Yeah, sure.
And it's perception. John?
Yeah, you can roll perception and go search the room if you want. Sorry, I'm unveiling stuff.
Oh, you're good.
All right, so Nyack, you sneak down this corridor.
Okay. Advantage. I'm getting help. Hey, that's better.
And you turn a corner in the passage and see a couple of bandits who are just kind of hanging out by a ledge that seems to like drop down into a larger cavern. One of them looks like he's like half asleep, leaning against the wall. The other one is sitting on the floor playing a game of solitaire with some old cards, completely unaware of anything that's been going on.
Nyack has an idea, but he also
And
doesn't want to do something
next to the
without
one who's
party.
dozing, who's like leaning on the wall next to him, is like very large burlap sack that looks like it's moving a little bit.
Is it this one who's asleep?
Yes, that's the one who's sleeping. He's not quite
Okay.
asleep. He's like dozing. His eyes are like half closed.
With my stealth, can Nyack try to just move over here and maybe see if he can see further down to the cavern? Just
Sure.
creep up against the wall.
Excuse me. So yeah, you move over and you look into the cavern, and what you see is it drops down about 10 feet, and it's a large open cavern. Hang on a second as I reveal it. Excuse me. And it is filled almost entirely with this dark mud that seems to be like dripping along with some fetid water from a rusty old pipe in one wall. And out near the center of the pit, you see a figure with his arms tied above his head. He's about chest deep in the mud, and his arms are tied above his head to a hook in the ceiling, so they're like stretched up above his head.
Really quick, before Nyack leaves in a hurry, he just wants to check the ceiling real quick.
It's just a cavern ceiling.
He is paranoid of Sturgis now. But yeah, he's just going to creep. Is the ground like is there any water on the ground here?
Nope.
Okay. He's just going to creep, and then pick up the pace and head back into the room.
Sure.
If you want to do what they're doing before Nyack comes in with the news.
All right, so searching the throne room chamber, you guys don't really find anything. You find an additional 5 copper on the 2 guards, or the 2 bandits who are left unconscious in here. Other than that, it just looks like this is just a room that they were occupying. Like the guy was like playing king on the broken throne. There's nothing special.
Hale will drag the 2 bodies back into the bigger room. Yeah, I'll pop back over here.
So
Excuse me.
once Nyack gets back in, he just looks a little hurried, but he's going to try and say this somewhat softly, probably to Allium since she's the closest, but Hale should also be in earshot of this. Well, they should all be in earshot, but he's not going to shout. But it looks like he wants to shout. He's just going to say, there's 2 more guards down there, and I think they have a hostage. He's tied up by a hook.
All right, well, let's save him.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe if we show them this, he'll he'll just flash the mask. They'll surrender willingly.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I think that'll be all right.
Yeah, just if you guys are ready, just come with me so that in case things get bad.
Sure,
And
of course.
He's gonna turn down the hallway and I don't think he's trying to be stealthy anymore. He's not gonna roll stealth, but he's going to try and like slow his movements a little so they don't hear him coming around the corner.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're not paying attention.
Right. So he's just gonna come up to around here, and
Okay, so as
He's
soon as
just-
you step out into the open like that, around the corner, the guy playing cards kind of looks up, obviously expecting like one of his comrades, sees giant hulking owlbear man, owlin man, and yeah, drops his cards, starts scrambling to his feet, and Joe, and the guy snoozing jerks, what, huh? And they both just kind of stare at the group like unsure of what to do.
by the time he comes back to looking at the group, Nyak's just holding the mask in his hand out for them to see it, and he's just going to say, everyone else is not cold. You can leave if you want. We just want to get the prisoner free.
The guy who was snoozing, whose name is apparently Joe, kind of looks at his partner. He's like, I told you we should have just gone to my cousin's farm. This was your stupid idea to join up with this group.
This was your plan, Dutch, not mine.
The other guy just kind of shakes his head. He's like, it was supposed to be easy money. So, and he kind of looks back at the group. So we could just go?
Yeah, you can just go. We're not gonna like stab you in the back or anything.
All right,
Also,
so,
make sure to say sorry to the gargoyle you guys were mean to for so long.
Yeah, he would appreciate the company.
so they look a little confused at that, but they'll quickly take their leave when given the chance.
I'm serious.
What do we name it again?
Goyle.
Yeah, his
Nice.
name is Goyle.
Nyak's just going to mention that his name is Goyle when they pass around the corner.
Yeah, so they'll kind of like sneak past the group a little hesitantly and then hurry off down the corridor, and you can hear their footsteps retreating.
Right, so after that, Nyak's just going to set basically just drop the mask to the ground near him, and then take flight using his flying speed to fly up to the person who's tied up over here. Is he awake?
Yeah. So you all see that the large burlap sack was left behind, and it is still kind of moving on the ground over there. Yeah, you fly out over the pit, and you see this guy. He looks kind of out of it. His lips are super chapped. You get the feeling like he's probably been here for a while, like at least a few days, and probably hasn't eaten or drank much. And he kind of looks up at you with this dazed, somewhat confused face, and then just kind of grins a little bit. Huh. Oh, there's something you don't see every day. And yeah, he is this oddly dashing man. He looks like he might have been a bandit at some point, but obviously is on the outs with these guys.
Nyak's just going to. So can you tell me his situation again? Like he's
So
bound.
he is chest deep in mud, with his hands tied up above his head, and the rope that is tying his hands is attached to a loop on the ceiling that keeps his arms like stretched up over his head.
Okay. Nyak's just going to draw a hand axe, cut the rope, and then quickly sheath it and go to retrieve him.
Yeah, so it cuts easy, and you can grab him. You got to make a strength check to pull him out of the mud, though.
Strength check. How's a 13?
So the suction of the mud is a little bit too much for you. You can't quite get him.
Can I try again?
I'm going to. This is chain coiled up right here along the wall, right?
Yep, that's a large length of chain.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the end of the chain, fly it out to Nyack so that he can kind of like wrap it around the guy. That way we can have everyone on the shore pull the guy.
Yep, you can do that.
Oh, yeah. Nyack's just going to notice the chain being handed to him, pick up on it pretty fast, nod, and reach down into the mud to loop the chain around his waist. And I don't imagine I have to make a strength check to get himself out of the mud, right?
With the addition of everyone helping and the chain and everything, he is able to pull himself with assistance out of the mud into the rocky shore.
Okay.
Just gonna check this.
And then I want to. That's what I was about to do. Yeah.
The bag.
Yeah.
All right, so when you guys reach for the bag, the man you just pulled out of the mud kind of lifts. He's on all fours, panting on the ground, but he lifts his head, raises one hand. Don't open that. Don't.
Oh.
What's in it?
What's in it?
Rats. They
Oh.
used them to torment me.
While he's explaining, Nyack's just carefully trying to cut the binds around his wrists free so that he's good to move.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to cut them. And he'll rub his wrists and kind of nod his thanks.
So
Get to
who
his
are you?
feet. He starts brushing mud off himself. Ralabaz, nice to meet you.
So who's the man with the mask and the burns?
Mask of the... Oh, that would be my brother, Gardrin.
Who are we out here to get? Did we get a name?
Ralabaz.
Sorry, what?
Ralabaz.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is the guy we were supposed to kill. Or Nyack is not saying that in character, obviously.
Oh.
And he hasn't given us his name, has he?
He just gave you his name.
Yeah,
Oh, I
this
thought
guy
that was his
said
brother's name.
This guy said he's Ralabaz, and the guy with the mask is his brother,
Oh.
Gardrin.
Oh. Fuck. So now we gotta knock this guy out?
Well, we
Nyack's
need to
just-
talk to him first.
Nyack's just going to think for a moment about what was said. She's going to look to the man and is going to say, "What got you into this mess?"
You mean the mud? That was Gardrin's idea. He didn't take too kindly when I asked him to walk away from this life. Give it up.
Crazy Gardrin, you know. And when he disagrees with you, he just buries you chest deep in mud.
Or attacks you with giant, bugs.
A giant hell demon beast that suck blood.
Yeah.
Ralabaz kind of smirks a little. Well, he was always a strange kid.
How long have you been down here?
What day is it?
Is Nyack good at calendar?
You tell me.
Good question. I'm going to roll a raw int check.
So the rest of you guys know that it's the equivalent of a Monday.
It's Morndos.
Nyack is actually trying to figure out what month it is.
Yeah, Nyack has no idea. So you tell him what day it is, and he kind of counts on his fingers, and he's like, 6 days?
That's a long time.
Yeah.
This sounds a little personal, but could you tell me what happened, or us, but could you tell us what happened to your brother to get those scars on his face?
Oh, you mean you haven't heard the grand defeat of the Nightblades? About 10 years ago, we all got cornered in a barn that got lit on fire. I made it out. My brother didn't. Got himself burned up real good. I thought he was dead till I got out of jail. Then I hear he's restarted the Nightblades, gone back to his old ways.
Well,
What
it
were you
is.
doing when you got out of jail? Sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Well, while I was in jail, I had myself one of those epiphany things they tell you about. You know, you never think you're gonna get them, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so I know it's cliche sounding, but I've devoted myself to Myliel. Bit of mercy for the ex-bandit, if you will. I came
Oh,
here
man.
hoping to get my brother to renounce the life and join me. Head off somewhere and start a new life, but, well, he kind of looks down at himself and still covered in mud. You see how well that was going.
Anyone else feel real bad that Phoenix isn't here right now?
Yeah. Oh well.
F.
Hmm.
Nayak's just gonna kind of look to the rest of the party. He gives this face where he really wants to do something, but he also wants to make sure everybody's like
Are you wanting
okay
us to
with
let
it.
him go?
Sorry?
Are you wanting us to let him go? Because I'm all right with that.
Um, double checking what we were told. The guard captain, did they mention their personal beef with Ralabaz? I'm trying to remember what it was. It's been a while.
He killed her brother.
Killed her brother, and this was before the barn
This was
burnt
10
down?
years ago during the first run of the Nightblades, yes.
Okay. He just Nayak's just going to spit it out and say, can I tell him why we're here? All of it?
I mean, he has a right to know, I suppose.
It's like one of his rights, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a warrant though.
Nayak's just going to say, listen, we came here to put a stop to the Nightblades, and the guard captain still thinks that you're behind all of this. That's the good news. We can confirm that you're not, but the bad news is the guard captain wants you dead because you killed her brother 10 years ago.
So Ralavaz, he kind of smirks and shakes his head, puts his hands on his hips. Ruth, I can't say I blame her. She's got every right to be mad at me and want my blood. I mean, what can a man do? Sorry doesn't quite cut it, does it?
I
I mean,
think
yeah, you're cool and all, but you did kind of kill a brother. I mean, yeah.
I make no excuses for my past life. I wasn't a good person, and I admit it. You want to turn me into Ruth? He holds his wrists out together. You go right ahead. She's got every right to demand her pound of flesh.
I would like to at least see you both talk, and if that means bringing you in, I think that might be for the best, but I also believe you deserve a chance at freedom. You don't intend on returning to your previous life, I could see that much.
And from what we understand, you did serve your time completely, correct?
Well, 10 years of a death sentence that got pulled back because I saved someone's son.
Did you at least do good? Were you like on your good behavior when you were in prison?
He did save someone's life.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. That is pretty good behavior. You know, I'm one for rehabilitative justice. I think we should let him go.
I do agree we should let him go, but I agree with Nyack that he and Ruth should talk, at least try and make amends a bit.
I don't think. I feel like she won't want to make amends. She wanted us to come here to kill him.
That's true.
Like she didn't even want to talk to him. We offered to bring him in alive. She said to kill him. I'm kind of worried if we did bring him in, he would just, die. And this guy's a cool character. I don't want him to die.
Megan, I don't know if you're talking, but we're not hearing anything.
Yeah,
No, I turned off my push to talk. I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
okay.
She's contemplating.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to both of these.
I wonder if there's a way
I'll say, on one hand, he seems like he's telling the truth. So, has anyone insight checked him?
No.
All right, I'm gonna try insight checking this guy, see if he is telling us the truth or just like bullshitting.
Sure, go ahead.
Nyack is gullible as fuck. He's not gonna bother.
21.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, he's being genuine.
Okay. So on one hand, I don't want this guy to potentially die or be punished for something that he hasn't done. He hasn't started them up again. And seems genuine. But at the same time, a big part of our reward is coming from bringing him back.
Now, if there's a way to, let him live, but prove that we killed him.
Oh, guys. I've got an idea. Okay, so Ralavaz, he looks normal. He wants to go and run away, not deal with all this. He doesn't want to. We don't want him to die. So we have a brother. He's completely fucked up, ugly as hell. Really looks awful. I feel like if we just killed him, took him in, then she'd probably believe it. I mean, could you recognize that face?
Nyack kind of makes a bit of a frown at the idea of killing an unconscious man.
I mean, look, to be fair, he sicked that bug on me. I'm going to think about it. I really don't care what happens to that guy, but I like this guy, and I don't want to see him die.
I know.
Yeah, personally, I don't care about killing the other guy.
I personally stand with our friend Relavaz here.
What does Relabaz look about this?
He kind of is listening to the group talk, and so Gardren's still alive? I thought she would have killed him.
I thought so too. I want him alive, but it's complicated. Don't worry about it. He is.
I held back at the last second.
So Ralavaz kind of rubs a hand on the back of his neck and sighs. Well, Maliel preaches mercy, and I'd rather my brother not die. But, justice is justice, and he's done a lot of wrong. I won't fight you if you decide to take his life.
Now I just feel bad about killing him.
I think we should absolutely turn him in for what he's doing. I am unsure if we should make Ralabaz come back with us, though. I think he deserves his freedom. But I also want the guard captain to get her closure.
I think we could make John, does it seem like we could make the body like if we like used fire and burned it a little bit more and like things like that it could pass for his body? For Ryak?
So
Or whatever.
all of that is under the assumption that Ruth never saw Ralavaz when he got out of jail.
All that's under the assumption that what? Because you cut out.
I mean, Ruth likely saw Ralavaz when he was released
Oh,
and knows that he
right.
wasn't burned and like horribly scarred up.
Well, yeah, but like, what if we were to like actively right now burn the body so
You could
that it
certainly
looked
make the
like
attempt to
burn?
pass him off.
This, we just tell her that Ralabaz was involved.
That is also always an option, to just explain exactly the truth to the captain.
With a little bit of a
That's true.
lie that we never saw Ralabaz at all.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a tiny lie.
The way I see it, yes, Ralabaz, you did kill her brother, but you also spent, it was what, 10 years in prison?
Yes.
And it has definitely reformed you. The way I look at it, you've served your time for that.
I used to hunt
So,
dancing.
so I'm personally quite all right with letting you go, and I'll be honest. There's a very good chance that we never would have known that you were here if Nyack here hadn't come down here to investigate.
Nyack realizes something. He just reaches into his pack and pulls out 2 rations, and he just puts them in Ralabaz's hands, and he's just like, "Here, for the road."
Ralavaz takes them and so you guys let me go?
Yes.
Well, I much appreciate it, and he'll kind of put the rations in one of his belt pouches.
In
I
my
don't know what there is to
consideration,
say. If you guys ever need help with anything, and you track me down, you got my word, I'll help if I can.
if you are in the good graces of, I forget who, the mayor?
What?
Who gave him the pardon?
Oh, the Duke.
If you are in good graces with the Duke, there's a good chance that your brother may end up serving time. You may have an opportunity to speak with Ruth again if you want to help her with closure, and maybe even save your brother if you want to do that by communicating through him.
Ralavaz,
Otherwise, I believe it's our intent that you were never seen here.
Ralavaz kind of smiles.
You weren't involved with these rogues.
So Ralavaz will kind of smile and shake his head a little bit, put one hand on your shoulder. I appreciate the thought, but if you guys turn Gardner in alive, he's gonna hang. That'll be his sentence, same as it was for me. But if the opportunity ever comes up to talk to Ruth again, I'll see if I can't square things with her. I don't see it happening, though.
He frowns and nods.
She'd be willing to listen.
So if there's nothing else, he's gonna head out.
Okay.
I have something else, but Nyack is probably too stupid to know it.
Okay then.
The sword.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I brought up the sword. I wanted to see that.
Well, the sword is still with the brother at the moment. Nobody took it.
Let's go get that sword.
All right.
Well,
So Ralavaz
anyway,
will head out if nobody has anything more, and or to stop him.
Now we'll just let him go.
Yep.
yeah, that's fine.
He'll pause briefly at his brother, kind of shake his head, and then walk out.
Was there anything before he leaves? Was there anything of your brothers that you wish to keep as a memento?
He'll shake his head. There's nothing about this time of my life I'll want to remember.
All right. Safe travels to you.
What a king.
All right.
Oh.
Do you guys wanted to look at Gardren's sword?
Yeah.
So yep, you
Yes.
pick up it is a short sword. You can tell it is a silvered weapon. The pommel looks like it's in the form of like a draconic design. It looks like a dragon kind of with the blade coming out of its mouth. And a line of black onyx runs along the fuller of the blade.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's clearly of like remarkable craftsmanship.
Nyack's just going to inch closer and just squint his eyes at the design of the sword. Can I roll an Arcana check for funsies?
Sure.
Well, I was kind
There
of
are
hoping it would be
very
low.
clearly small arcane marks etched into this blade. It is a magic weapon.
Okay, cool. Don't tell me what it does. I want that to be the extent of what he knows.
That is the extent of what he knows.
Good. Nyack's just going to point out the magic inscriptions and say, I knew there was something weird about the sword. It's... He wrote on it, I think.
He wrote on it.
I mean, somebody did, and we beat him up quite bad, and that darkness never went away.
Can I roll an Arcana check on this?
Sure.
What do I
Hey,
get?
stop.
Oh damn.
Yeah, you don't discover anything new.
No, yeah, you're right, Nyack. Someone wrote on it.
I'm gonna roll a history check on it.
Oh, excuse me.
Roll a nature check on it.
But no, I'm gonna roll history. Wow. It's old.
It's a sword.
Good for cutting and stabbing.
Is this a short or long
It's
sword?
a short sword.
Okay.
I cannot wield it.
Just
So-
take it with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who wants to hold on to it? Because I won't get any use out of it. Like I don't even know how to hold this thing, quite frankly.
Nyack's is going to say, maybe... Might be a bit too big for Allium.
Hmm. Sure, it's expensive though.
Swords.
Sorry.
Do I recognize the writing at all? Like, is it in a... Can I tell what language it's in?
It's not in a language, it's just arcane script.
Okay.
It's like Minecraft's enchanting table.
Yeah, to use a video game reference that is unnecessary, but yeah, sure.
Let's go. I don't know. Um,
So what are we doing? We're all
We
standing
need
around a room with a bunch of
to
unconscious
with
people.
us and get it checked out.
Yeah.
And we should start stacking the unconscious bodies on our cart.
yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Nyack's gonna start moving bodies.
Yeah.
All right.
I will assist.
All right. So it takes the better part of an hour to get all of the bodies upstairs and out of the tower, and you can load them all into the cart. It's a little haphazard, but as long as nobody wakes up and struggles too much, you should be fine. Who did take the sword? Who's holding on to it?
Oh yeah, shoot,
I
who is
mean,
taking it?
huh?
I was gonna say, who is taking it?
Like,
Nyack could hold it.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm busy moving bodies.
What should I call this sword in my inventory?
I mean, do you want its actual name that you don't know in character yet?
No, just give me something arbitrary.
Black Blade.
Right, whatever you want
Black
then.
sword.
Black Blade.
Dragon short sword.
I mean, these bandits were called the Night Blades. Call it the Night Blade.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah.
Find a short sword in this, and then add it, and then rename it if I can. I don't know if I can. Customize. All right.
All right, so you guys load up the bodies. Is there anything else you wanted to do here, or are you going to head back to town?
Other
by the
than
coil.
going upstairs, which we know by the other guy what's up there, I don't think there's much left to explore down here.
Say bye to Goyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stop by and say bye to Goyle on the way out.
Okay. And then you guys are headed back to town?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you load up and you head back. And it takes a few hours to get back to Sandmire Point. You arrive just as the sun is beginning to set. You are once again back in the calm village. The smell of ocean in your nose, the sound of the seabirds. Mission accomplished.
Hell yeah.
We should take these folks. To
I
the,
think we take
yeah.
him straight to the guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you bring your borrowed cart back, filled to the brim with unconscious bandits, including one bandit leader. And you are met at the gate by Ruth herself. She looks at your haul, a little disgusted because obviously she wasn't expecting you to bring so many back alive. And she'll call for some more guards, and they'll begin manacling and shuffling these men off to the prison. And she looks at the group. So, report.
So he wasn't the one who's brought back the bandits. It was his brother.
What?
Nyack just.
We never saw him.
Nyack's just going to.
He
offer
wasn't
him-
there.
Very nice.
Nyack's
Nice.
going to the mask. He's going to offer her the mask as they're talking about his brother.
Okay. So she takes the mask, and she'll look over at the pile of bodies. So what you're telling me is that you didn't get Ralabaz.
You weren't there.
Correct. Because we didn't
Ralabaz
even see him.
Ralabaz wasn't the leader of these bandits.
Okay, everyone who has said Ralabaz wasn't there or Ralabaz wasn't the leader, make a deception check.
Okay.
I mean, technically Nyack is telling the truth. He wasn't the leader of these
Okay,
bandits.
so all right, that's true. If you said he wasn't there, make a deception check.
I said I didn't see him, and I got a 16.
Anybody else want to roll?
Not really.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. She looks doubtful, unhappy, but she seems to accept the story for what it is, seeing as there's not a whole lot she can do about it. And she'll toss the mask to one of the other guards. So you got his brother, but you didn't find him.
Correct.
Very well. She'll look at the bandits. I believe a reward was promised for living bandits. How many did you bring back?
Oh, shoot.
Can you help us with the head count, or should we just look at the map and count heads?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
How many were there, John?
Sounds like it's somebody's counting, so I'm giving him a chance.
12.
12?
12, yeah.
12 dudes.
So Ruth will confirm the count and pull out a bag and count out 60 gold and hand it over to you. There you are. 5 gold ahead, as promised. Hello?
This should
All
be
right.
the end of the Night Blade, though.
Yeah, I think we took care of all of them. I don't know that they're going to be coming back around.
She looks doubtful. You didn't get Ralabaz. They'll be back.
I'm sorry we couldn't find him.
She kind of nods a little bit. Nevertheless, thank you for your service. You have proven effective, if not as thorough as I would have liked. And she'll turn and march away to likely take care of a ton of paperwork over this. And you guys are free to do as you like. I mean,
We should maybe go get some food and have a drink, rest up, heal up.
Heartedly agree.
I'm very tired.
See, you've been through it.
Same.
Ron. You've been through it.
That was, it really just dawned on me. I almost died there. Like, I actually thought about it, yeah.
All right,
glad I
my
was
friend.
able
I
to get
wouldn't have
some-
let that happen.
I believe you, but fuck. Like we went, we all fought. I mean, it wasn't too scary. I mean, at first, like we fought bandits before. We fought crabs just like a little bit ago, and then I almost fucking died to a bug.
It was a very
Yeah,
big
that would have been
bug.
bad.
Like I said, I just want to drink.
Let's go get some drinks then.
Well, you know of a couple of good places you can go in town.
We got a bunch of gold. I think we should go to somewhere nice, treat ourselves.
Somewhere
Where's the
southern.
where's the swazziest place in the entire village? All of Sandmire Point.
To get a drink, there's 2 locations that you know of.
Yeah, there's the bar at the dock near the docks, and then there's the other bar.
Oh yeah,
Spending
we
gold
can't.
5 ways.
Yeah, so there's the Maiden Song, which is the inn and tavern, and the Sparrow and Finch, which is a tap house. You guys have been to the Sparrow and Finch twice. You know that place. It's a cozy little tap house. You've never been to the Maiden Song before.
I'd say we
Let's
go to the
go to
Maiden
the
Song.
main song.
Yeah.
I'll start heading that way.
Sure. Give me just 1 second.
As I asked before, well, I tried to ask, are we splitting the gold 5 ways?
Yeah. I'm gonna add the 10 gold that I found behind the chair to the 60, so it'll be 70. I'll do the math really fast while we're walking.
Split 14 each.
And there are 5 of us? Yeah, 14 gold each.
Dude, that's more gold than I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah, no, now I finally have money.
Yeah.
Perfect.
27.
When we get to the tavern, I'll go to the bar, order a drink, and whatever meats they have available for some dinner, and then go find a quiet table.
I do the same.
What do they have that's green?
Green. I want something that makes me forget what happened today. Oh shoot.
So when you walk into the Maiden's Song, you actually hear this kind of almost angelic singing very quietly in the background. It's a large inn and tavern because it serves the docks, obviously, so it serves all the ships that are coming in as well as the locals. Stone floor and the lower floor stone. It's like a stone foundation, so it's like a stone lower floor of the place. Excuse me. The chairs and tables and everything are all nice. They're made of like a nice wood. There's an upper balcony that rings the place, which seems to have more seating up there. There's vines or plant life that has been cultivated in here that kind of grows down some of the beams. A very large fireplace that could probably roast like an entire cow in there on a spit. Like it's massive. There's fishing trophies everywhere. There's like fishes and shark heads and all kinds of stuff like that. There's old harpoons that are hung up. There's nets hanging from the ceiling decoratively. And behind the bar is a statue of a mermaid carved of marble, and that seems to be where the singing is coming from. There is, excuse me, a woman stands behind the bar who seems to be the one serving drinks, and when you ask her what's on the menu, she kind of points to this big wooden board with hand painted on it is like everything they serve, and it's basically everything you would excuse me, you would expect to find in a tavern like this, and as well as like food is listed, and yeah, you can get basically whatever you want here.
Great Edge vegan plate with water. Let's go.
I'll grab some ale and some like meat, potatoes, and like a typical dinner, and that's what I'll have.
Yep. So
I want
yeah,
to.
whatever you guys order, you'll get your orders fairly quickly brought out to you. You can find a table that you guys can kind of have to yourselves because there's plenty of them to go around. And it's just, do you guys want to do anything? Do you guys want to like take a long rest and spend the night?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely need a long rest.
I'm all out of spellcasting energy. And I was very hurt, but that was rectified.
All right, I'm taking a long rest.
Yep.
Perfect.
Uh-huh.
Long rest button on the sheet again.
The long rest button, it's at the top, like on the top right of the sheet.
All right. So you guys take your long rest at the Maiden Song. The next couple of days pass uneventfully in Sandmire Point. There's not a whole lot going on. Ships come and go, bringing in stuff, bringing out stuff. Day-to-day life, very uneventful. During this time, you are approached by William and his daughter, who invite you to dinner a couple of nights for both of the nights of these 2 days. If you accept, they serve a fish chowder both nights. It's a simple fare, and they thank you profusely for helping to find William, and they seem very eager to befriend the group.
I will gladly accept their invitation both nights that they extend it. Very eagerly.
Yeah, Nyack's
Me
happy to
too.
do it too.
Okay. Jenny seems enthusiastic to hear stories of your travels, and she hangs on your every word if you decide to regale her with any tales. And William actually buys a. What's that?
I said, yeah, I'll tell her some stories of Telkashar, where I come from, and the elves and all the creatures that we would see, and
Yep. She listens wide-eyed and enraptured the entire time. And William actually goes out and purchases a special bottle of whiskey just to share with you guys. It's a more expensive brand than he probably would buy for himself.
oh my goodness. This is too much. You didn't need to buy this for us.
Nonsense! You saved me life. And
We were
so
just
their
doing the
house
right
is the quaint little place on the cliff there in the southwest of town.
Does look very quaint.
That is super cute.
Excuse me. So yeah, those 2 days pass relatively peacefully and uneventfully, and on the morning of the third day, you are approached by a messenger while drinking in the Maiden Song. He walks up to your table. He's young, probably 14, little young boy. And he will hand you a piece of paper and kind of linger while you read it. And the paper reads that the owner of the apothecary, where you guys bought your potions and stuff, would like to meet with you.
Okay. Well,
Um,
I guess after breakfast we head that way.
Is it possible that during these 2 days, Nyack could have tried to find, is there a... I suppose he'd probably go to the weaponsmith, and anybody can tag along if they want. He wants to try and get the sword that they found appraised.
Right. So places you could potentially get the sword appraised would, of course, be the weaponsmith in Market Row. The temple might also be able to do it for you. And the Galesong Academy is actually a bard academy, so they would probably be able to help you as well.
Nyack will probably try the weaponsmith first.
All right. So yeah, you bring it to the weaponsmith, and he can tell you that it is masterfully crafted. It is beautiful. He couldn't tell you what race crafted it. It doesn't have the hallmarks of like an elven blade or a dwarven blade. He can't identify its origin, and he doesn't really know much about magic.
Okay. I think in that case, Nyack would probably try the. He'd probably try the temple next.
Okay.
He wants to see if this thing. He knows it's magical. He wants to find out how.
So yeah, you go to the tavern. You find Elevin, who you met before, the Elven High Priestess of the temple, and she will take the blade and look at it, and she will offer to cast Identify on it for you for the sum of 5 gold.
Yeah, Nyack will go ahead and pay that.
All right. So she'll take the gold and she'll actually put it into the offering bowl of the temple rather than pocket it herself, and she will cast the spell and relate to you that this blade. Sorry, my notes are a little scattered.
This blade is a sword,
This is a sword. No.
and it's been written on, and it's old.
So this blade is called Night Color. It is a +1 silvered short sword, and once per day it can cast the darkness spell without use of components or words or anything. You don't have to be a caster.
That's cool.
It has a once per day darkness.
Yes, once per day you can cast darkness.
That's actually pretty cool.
Okay. Has a bit of flavor, and I'm going to say this in character. Nyack's just going to say that sounds pretty useful, especially to someone I know. But there, is Allium with him or doing something else at this?
Yeah, I'd go with you. We wouldn't have anything particular that she's doing, so she'd just kind of tag along wherever sounds interesting.
It sounds pretty
Sounds like a
useful, but it's he just looks at Allium, then back to the priestess. I don't imagine there's any way to get this enchanted on a smaller kind of sword.
I think, can I use short swords? Because, like, being 2 feet tall, it makes it seem like no, but I think I'm proficient with them. Yeah, short sword.
Right.
I have.
So this is it's. We're gonna step out of character, a little metagaming here for a moment. So the way this works is the whole 2 foot tall thing is my take on the fairy race, and it's kind of a flavor thing.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm not going to be like, you can't use
I
that,
like
you
it.
wouldn't be able to lift it.
Yeah.
But, and this is
I like
a fun
flavor.
fact that all magic items in my worlds always do, is they all kind of come with the enchantment to resize for the user.
Perfect.
As a
So
matter of fact, that is standard for magic items.
That
and
is standard
I know
for
about
most
that.
magic items.
Nyack doesn't, and he's being gullible and doesn't understand it, and he's making this problem for himself.
I will.
But the moment,
yeah, so the moment
the-
Allium
the-
tries to pick it up, it's going to resize to her.
right, so as soon as Allium wants to look at the blade, she's got it.
I'll take a look at it and take it out of his hand.
And it immediately shrinks down to an appropriate size.
Nyack looks astounded.
Are you sure you want to give me this? Do. I feel like we should maybe talk to the group.
Nobody else spoke up when I wanted to take it just to look at it. I mean, if you want to talk to them, I think that would be right, but I do think that you would use this best. I mean, the darkness can be your friend sometimes.
That's true. It did help him a lot. I mean, we were useless while we were in it. I definitely think someone needs to use it, and I definitely don't mind using it. I I tend to use over swords or my crossbow or my short bow.
I think Hale prefers heavier weapons. Jahan wouldn't use it, and I don't know if I want to be using that myself. I only really ever point it out when I'm mad, and that thing looks a bit too scary to be holding.
Yeah. Well, I will gladly take it. Thank you, Nyack.
He just nods enthusiastically. With the mystery of the sword solved, I am good with fast forwarding back to what we were talking about with the note.
Yeah, so you guys received a note that the owner of the apothecary would like to speak with you.
Oh, well, happily head that way.
All right, you find him in his shop, and as you enter, he greets you warmly. Ah, good, good, you got my message.
You wanted to see us about something?
I did indeed. I heard of your good work with the Night Blades, and I was hoping to hire your services.
Okay, what kind of work are you looking to give us?
Ah, well, take a look at this. And he unrolls a scroll and slaps it down on his counter. I received this a day ago. Unbelievable. And if you pick it up and you read it, and it's a letter to him that basically reads that the mine where he gets his void water is being closed temporarily for an extended period, and he won't be able to get any more. It goes on. Basically, the author of this note is basically kind of bitching to him about it, about how it's not their decision. She doesn't want to close it. Blah 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 blah. And if there's and if he knows anybody who could help, send them her way because this can't stand. They'll be losing money hand over fist. And it's signed Daranith Deep Fathom. And I will write that name in the Discord because I know you guys will want me to.
Thank you.
Appreciated. If Nyack tries to gloss the details of the note, does it go into any detail about why the mine is shutting down?
Hold on 1 second.
Or is it more so like trying to deflect the blame?
There's the name. So it cites that there's been an accident there recently. People have died, obviously, because of the accident. And, excuse me. Excuse me. And now miners occasionally have been going missing in the mine. They don't know why. And basically it's just become dangerous, and so the Duke has ordered the mine closed until the problem can be solved.
Oh,
Right.
you want us to meet up with them and figure out why the mine is closed?
Exactly. Go to Deep Fathom, the town. It's 2 days' ride to the north. And meet with Daranith and find out what you can do. There must be something to reopen the mine. Void water is rare and expensive, and shipping it in from any further afield would cost far too much. And there's only a few other suppliers in the world.
And what do we get in return for going and taking care of this for you?
Money, of course.
Well, duh. How much?
Trivial matters. Fine. I will pay you. And he kind of does some calculations in his head. Oh, 50 gold each. Is that enough?
I look at the group.
Yes.
More than enough for me.
Nyack look excited.
All right. We'll take a look and see what we can do.
Excellent. Just head to Deep Fathom and find Dareneth. She'll explain everything, and she can get you into the mine to have a look around. It's her mine, after all.
All right.
So
All right.
you said 2 days ride. How long would it be on foot?
Oh, I don't know. 3 or 4, probably?
That's not bad.
You mean to tell me you don't have horses?
No.
We kind of we had a cart for a little bit, but that was just for a job, more of an occupational thing.
Well, you
Usually
could
more
always
than
head
half
over to the
beat is just-
Davenport stables and buy some.
Does it look like we have the money to buy horses?
You kind of.
How much are horses?
You'd have
I
to
don't
go
know.
to the
Typically,
stables and
horses
ask.
are like what, 20? They're expensive. Depends on the DM. Some make them like in the 100. Some make them like 50, 60. I don't know what D&D be like what the official D&D cost of them is, but
1 electrum coin.
No one uses
yeah, that's a lot.
I don't think that's
Oh,
the actual
whack.
price in the book.
No, I was just saying shit. I don't know. Sorry.
It was cool.
Who uses Electrum?
1 electrum coin, exact change.
Like spending a $2 bill on something.
So it's saying that it's per D&D Beyond. Well, technically this is roll 20, but they work closely. That it's a riding horse would be 75 gold pieces. One of them.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Could get a mastiff though. I mean,
I could ride a mastiff.
You
I
could.
feel like a
Y'all
pony
can't.
could be fine too.
I could, but y'all can't.
Oh yeah.
Hale ain't gonna Hale ain't gonna try and ride a mass if you crush that poor dog.
Yeah. I think if Nyack tried to ride a mastiff, it'd also crush it. But me being 2 feet tall, I could ride a mastiff as a mount, no problem.
Well, looks like we're walking then.
I would kind of prefer to walk, to be honest.
Okay, so you guys agreed to do the job and you're walking. It's going to take 3 to 4 days to get there to the mining town of Deep Fathom.
All right.
Is there any preparations you wanted to make, or do you want to just head out?
Well, we've got rations and we've still got our health potions. I think that's about all we needed. That's all we need to survive, because we already have our like backpacks and bedrolls and all that. I'm good if y'all are.
Yeah, I'm
If
good.
Nyack asked the apothecary,
Yeah.
does he still have those health potions in stock?
Yes, of course.
The same price?
Yes.
I'll buy 2 more.
All right.
2 more of the ones that cost 1 gold piece.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Can I get- Can I get 3 of those?
Yep, you guys can buy as many as you want.
Convenient that we're right
I'm gonna
here.
get 2 of them. So now we have a ton of health potions because we had 6 to begin with, and I don't think we used any of them. And now Nyak's getting 2. I couldn't tell whether it was. I think it was Hale who said he's getting
That was
3.
Jahan's getting 3.
Jahan said he's getting 3, and I'm getting 2. So that's another 7,
Yeah.
13 total.
All
A
right.
lot of potions.
Yep.
Well, we need them. We've had 2 instances now where someone's almost died.
And yet we've never quaffed a potion. But it's good to be prepared.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's hit the road.
Alright, so you guys hit the road and head out of town. And I think rather than getting started on the next adventure and diving into that for
Yeah.
a little while, we'll call it there for the night.
All right.
Experience?
Sounds good to me.